Hello everybody, this is RunnerGuitar and welcome once again to Sonic Generations. Last time we defeated all the eras, now it's time for us to take the modern era boss. Egg Dragoon Mark II. Okay, the Egg Dragoon is one of the final bosses of Sonic Unleashed. In the original fight, you fought him while descending at max speed towards the center of the Earth. In this case, and you also fought him while you were in the Warhog mode, which made it a bit more boring and very easy. This time, on the other hand, the Egg Dragoon Mark II is simply awesome! I love their new remix of the music, it's so intense and the violins sound epic. I love the attacks that it does, the look, and we're fighting him as the normal Sonic or modern Sonic. We're not fighting him as the Warhog, which makes it a lot more interesting and a bit harder. Strategies. He will always change from 3D to 2D on occasion. So what I suggest is when he goes into 2D, he will always start shooting those ice balls. Keep boosting and jump at a specific rhythm. When you jump to that rhythm, you can end that section quickly and not get hit by the ice balls, which shoot around every 2 or 3 seconds. And try to use the boost to end it as quick as possible. And when you get to a certain point in those 2D sections, either the 2D section will end or he will change the pace and close the area while incredibly humping the Egg Dragoon there, forcing you to wall jump from wall to wall to jump to hit him in the head. I really find this boss really enjoyable, if easy, but not as easy as the original version, which is dependent on quick time events. This time you need a bit more strategy. When freezing you, he will try and shoot an ice wave or an ice shot at you. You can use the grind rules like I'm doing right now to try and get closer, but be careful. He will try and speed up if you don't keep up with him. And if you don't keep up with him, well, you're pretty much fucked, because you'll waste all your boost trying to catch up with him. He doesn't slow down that easily, and he will speed up every now and again. Another attack that he has is the prepare to get skewered attack. Sorry, I can't do a good Eggman impression. He will shoot the drill at you, try and pierce the heavens, and you pretty much just have to sidestep from that attack. It's pretty easy to dodge. Another attack that he has is the fire whip attack, in which he will make 5 lines that will constantly spin around. I suggest keep going in a straight line and jump when the lines of fire get too close to Sonic. The hitbox of the fire attack is a bit wonky, but nothing too bad. You should be able to handle this boss fight no problem. Also, something that I really do enjoy about this boss fight is just how entertaining it is. This is something that I really should mention about this game. The game is very easy, it is very short, but it is so entertaining. This is something that I really do enjoy. I prefer a game that is short and easy than long and tedious. And this is exactly what Sonic Generations gives us. Whoa, weird camera glitch there. Anyway, now we're falling against Sonic Unleashed. All that I suggest you do is hold the X button to keep descending at a quick pace and get close to Eggman and to homing attack him. Eggman will occasionally divide into 2 sections, making it harder for you to hit him, but it should be pretty easy for you to defeat him, and catching up with him, as long as you keep holding X and don't get hit by his drill, should be pretty easy. You should always be able to hit him at least 2 times before you end up going back into boss fight mode. I mean, into running mode. The game also features a hard mode, which makes this boss fight a bit more tedious just because of how long it takes. But I still find this boss fight very enjoyable and incredibly fun. And here's the double attack, in which he will not only do the fire wave, but he will also do the ice attack. He usually, when he does the parallel attack, he will end up being in the bottom part, so be wary of that and try and get as close as you possibly can. I don't know what happened there, I think I had to use the bathroom anyway. Eggman does get repetitive with his lines a bit in this fight, going time for a change of pace and etc. But with that done, and landing around 8 hits to Eggman, he is done, and we have finished all the bosses! Again, I love the boss fights in this game. Chaos may be my favorite, but I can easily say Egg Dragoon is my second favorite, just because of how intense it is. Speaking of parallels...
I can't believe this! I was supposed to beat you this time!
Ah, I'm sorry. I didn't get that memo. I beat you every time. No, seriously. We beat this guy every time. It's like it's our job or something.
Unlike an animation of classic Sonic Turtles, he should be laughing.
Here? I thought you said he'd been kidnapped by that big weird thing that sent us all to this place.
Remember me?
See? He was kidnapped. This is getting stranger all the time.
And ladies and gentlemen, guess what? We have defeated all the bosses, and now we have all the 7 Chaos Emeralds. And with that done, the final area of the game is unlocked. The Time Gate, as I like to call it. I like the concept of the Time Gate, but there's something that is kind of boring about it. Well, for one thing, the process is kind of tedious to me. Yes, Eggman, yeah, you said no way. Anyway, the process of the Time Gate is as follows. After you've obtained all 7 Chaos Emeralds by defeating all the areas and the bosses and the rival bosses, you need to put the Chaos Emeralds in these gears to start getting the thing to move and get to the top. Unlike the concept, it's a very ominous feeling that it gives, but problem is that it's not designed well enough so that you can do it quickly, so it kinda leaves a weird feeling like something should be happening already. And the hitbox for getting the Chaos Emeralds in there is a bit wonky, and it's also very slow, like an actual clock. But honestly, I like what they were trying to go for here. The only problem with it is that it's not very... It has an ominous feeling like the clock is ticking towards your death, mwahaha. But it kinda bothers me that it takes so long that that eerie feeling is gone, and having it silent actually... I love if silence is used correctly, but in this case I have to say that it's not. I would have liked it if there was like some kinda violin or something. Like something I was expecting when I first saw it would be the first Chaos Emerald, and as some instrument would occur, like a violin, second instrument would add another violin or something, and I think that would have worked very well. But instead, even after you finish the game and you go back to the time gate is always silent. The only thing that you hear is the tick tock, tick tock, tick tock, and I find that very, very bland and lazy. I know Jun Senoue and the others could have composed something for this. Like, I know that like they did the Time Eater theme, and as bland as it is, it's at least something. They could have done something for this particular section. But anyway, so far we have 6 emeralds, and with the final one we can finally open the time gate and go and handle the final boss. If the clock would move faster! Like I said, it gets annoying. Come on, any time now. So, how's the weather? And with that done, the time gate has opened. The flames of hell appear around the circle, I'm guessing, and once all of them are light up, making me think for some reason of Sonic and the Secret Rings, then the final boss is opened, and now we can go and take care of the Time Eater. This creature that has been capturing both our Eggmans and both of our worlds, classic and modern. Who shall it be? Not as cool as I expected it to be.
Okay, whatever you are. If you want to avoid an embarrassing beatdown, you better give up now.
You're not in a position to demand anything, you nasty little pincushion.
What kind of insult is that?
But how?
He had a little help.
Fat fuck! Fat fuck! Fat
Nobody
fuck!
calls me that anymore. If you would be so kind as to explain, Gentleman Genius Dr. Eggman from the future. It will be my pleasure, most excellent and efficacious Dr. Eggman of the past. After my most recent setback, I stumbled upon the primordial form of this unique creation, which I discovered had amazing abilities even I have never been able to master. It could erase time and space. I then had the brilliant
love
idea
that picture.
to use my discovery to undo my previous defeats.
And that's how deep the story goes. Not
In
very
order to
deep at all,
perfect
and not very
it,
well
I
developed.
needed the help of somebody as smart as I am. The only person that smart is me. Oh, you are too kind, my dear future self. And I was happy to help.
I looked at the difference between the
I
both
captured
Eggmans.
your friends.
Modern is a bit
bringing
more
them through
insane, and
time
Classic
to
is a
bait
bit
my
more
traps.
reserved and calm.
But the more your monster tears through time, the more damage you do to the world.
The world? I'm going to own the world when I'm finished with Sonic. Will I really
That
get that
still makes
crazy?
me laugh.
We'll see who's crazy after I destroy both Sonics. Forever.
I'm pretty sure you're the
You
insane
mean
one,
after
Eggman.
We
I mean,
destroy them?
never mind.
Less arguing, more destroying.
Destroy me? You and what mustache?
Boo.
I beat you all the time by myself, and now there's two of me.
Then I'll have twice as much fun defeating you.
And now it's time for boss fight. Ladies and gentlemen, here's the Time Eater. Unfortunately, we do not fight him right now.
Keep moving!
Yeah, if you were expecting some kind of boss fight, kind of like Sonic
Move
Colors,
all
where
you
you would have
want.
to fight him
I'm
as
still
normal
going
Sonic,
to stump
you
you
don't.
into a blue jelly.
Wanna guess why? Apparently, homing attacks do not work on the asshole. Surprise!
That was just to soften you up.
That should have been
Now
gore. There should have
it's
been
time
gore
to
in that
meet your
part.
doom.
Hi, Amy.
Come on, Sonic! Smack him!
Hi, dumb fuck.
Not you.
You've got
Hi,
this,
Jubei.
Sonic.
You can win, Sonic.
No
Who are
comment.
they? They are insignificant.
They are fanfiction characters.
Power, Sonic.
Focus your spirit.
We're with you guys. I believe in you, Sonic.
Don't give in, Sonic.
I know you can do this, Sonic.
You can win, Sonic. You always do.
The name Sonic was uttered around 10 times in that scene. I actually just love this part right here.
Time to scramble some Eggman, Super Sonic style.
And now, ladies and gentlemen, it's time to kick some ass as Super Sonic and Classic Super Sonic.